Well, good morning, folks, and welcome back. Cumberland Outdoorsman here with you back in the kitchen. And this morning, I'm going to fix quite a treat. This is a deer hunter's delight. Backstrips, backsteaks, backstraps, whatever you want to call them. They're really a true delicacy. And what I've got here is a cut that I saved from a deer that I harvested back in November. Let me show you what I've got here. Here's a section that I cut out, and the important part to processing and making good steaks like this here is to cut against the grain. You can see here how this meat has a grain that goes in this direction. You want to cut against that. Don't cut with the grain, cut against the grain. That's what makes it truly tender. Get you a good sharp knife and then come down to where the sinew is that runs along the back and just trim it off just like that, nice and clean. Okay? Now you can grill these on a grill, or you can cook them in a skillet like this right here. Any way you make these, they're really, really good. And I take extra care whenever I process a deer to cut these out and preserve as much as I possibly can off of this choice cut of meat. Okay? I mean, that's why I go hunting. You know, this is the reward right here. It's some fine eating like this. This is better quality meat than you get at a supermarket. It's pure, and there's no additives, nothing in here. Okay? No drugs, no chemicals, just pure protein and meat. I'm sure everybody would be a lot healthier if we had meat like this to buy at the grocery store. So when you trim them off, you get nice medallions like that. I mean, this is like choice cuts, okay? This is healthy. This is good food right here. This is what we were meant to eat. But let me get these all cut up, and then I'll season them, and we'll prepare them in the skillet. Okay, now I got all these steaks cut up, and I got them laid out here on my cutting board. One thing I forgot to mention, I always leave this sinew intact after I process the deer, so that when I put this in the freezer, it really saves the meat from getting freezer burnt. You know, if you're going to keep it over a long period of time. Here it is midsummer, and I harvested this deer back last November, and the meat's still just as fresh as if it was new. As you can see, there are no freezer burn marks or nothing on this meat. It's still really, really prime, really good. So save this backstrap sinew, and you can leave the leftovers for your dog. This is really good for your dog, by the way, but I always like to cut it up into pieces because it is a little bit tough. Dogs can digest this. So I just give this to them with a little bit of garlic salt on it. And it's actually really good for your dog. That's the way I give it to them right there. Just a nice little treat for them. And believe me, they absolutely love it. Here you can see my little dog Penny here. She's got a bowl full of dog food. But boy, she's really keying in on this stuff right here. What is that, huh? What is that? Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, what is that? Dogs know what's good for them. Yeah. good, huh? That's good, yeah. All right. Good girl. Well, that just made her day. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and tenderize these and season them, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, you can either use just garlic powder, garlic salt, and I like to add a little bit of this Morton season-all. I use this in a lot of my dishes, as you probably have seen in the past. So I'll just sprinkle it on here real good. Garlic salt. The reason I put this on now is because as I tenderize this, this will embed the seasoning into the meat. Getting a good drink there, Penny? All right. Let me get some of these out of the way here. I'll show you how I do this. I just put a little bit at the bottom here. Okay, depending on how much you like to spice yours, I don't like to overspice it because venison has kind of a mild flavor anyway. That's what you end up with. Nice tenderized steak like that. Next, we're going to get them in the skillet. Alright folks, I'm going to put these steaks, these steak medallions, when they get done, on some biscuits for breakfast. I like these grands with the flaky layers, but you can use whatever you want. Now there's lots of other ways you can make these biscuits, but I just get them out of the pan like this and go ahead and lay them out here. While these biscuits are making, we'll be fixing the steaks in the meantime. Make homemade biscuits, then by all means you can do that, but just for the purposes of this video and getting things speeded up a little bit, we're going to go ahead and make these biscuits from a can. I already got my oven preheated, so let's stick these in here. Now you can use something else besides butter. I just like the flavor of butter. Occasionally I use this extra virgin olive oil. That's fine too. Go ahead and lay our steaks out in here. If you're on a keto diet, this is really good. You can fix this with eggs and bacon. In the morning you can skip the biscuits. Because keto is pretty much a protein diet, you know. So the butter is not going to bother you because it also includes fats, real fats like that. No vegetable oil or anything like corn oil or any of that is going to be included. So you can use butter and meat and eggs if you're on a keto diet. But we'll get these done, and once they get finished, we'll put them on the biscuits. And you can serve these with scrambled eggs too, you know, with your biscuits if you'd like. You may do that, I don't know. And but for now, we're just going to let them get cooking. Here I got them on, I'll put them between medium and medium high here so that they get done on both sides. Okay, while the last of my steaks are being prepared, let's see what shape these biscuits are in here. I think they're just about right. Perfect. Okay, while the last of my steaks are being prepared here and the biscuits have a little bit of time to cool off, I'm going to go ahead and make some scrambled eggs here to go along with this. That's what they look like when they're done. I like mine pretty well done. Alright, now it's time to go ahead and get them put on the biscuits here. This is why I like these flaky layers, because they just come apart so easily, and they're really good, folks. Got a piece of egg on there with it, and that's your steak biscuit. So now it's time to eat some breakfast. Give these a quick taste test here. That right there will beat the pants off of any steak biscuit that you buy at one of the commercial chains. Get me a cup of coffee and have me a good breakfast. Well, anyway, folks, there's lots of recipes for your backstrip or backstrap steaks, however you want to term them. I mean, everybody has a name for that, but either way, it's a very choice cut of meat from a deer, okay? And like I say, I always try to save as much of that as I possibly can when I process my deer, because in my opinion, it's probably the best cut. But there's so many different recipes out there. This is by no means the only way to fix these. This is just one way, and I wanted to share it with you. So if you try it, I hope you enjoy it. Also remember, if you like to go hunting, fishing, camping, shooting, hiking, whatever it may be, I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. And until next time, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. That way you'll know when more videos like this will be coming your way. So y'all take care of yourselves, stay safe, and enjoy the great outdoors. I'll see you next time.